Hi guys, Eclectic and Promptus here. I hope you're having a good Friday and happy Halloween. I'm going to do a video short in a little while before I go to work tonight. So, today's video clip, I had another kind of a bizarre dream. And I know every Thursday just about I do video clips on narcissism, so it seems like it ties in with this particular dream. Another thing I've noticed Wednesday nights going to Thursdays at times, I tend to have these bizarre dreams, and then I'm wanting to share it on Fridays. So the dream that I had Wednesday night going into Thursday morning involved this. So Syracuse has this suburb called Camillus, right? It's on the west end of Syracuse, or what? It's in the west end of Syracuse. I think there's other suburbs, but anyways, I dreamt I was in Camillus, and there was this older woman who approached me and reached out, wanting to be friends. I of course agreed to it. There was something sneaky or something off about her, but I went with it anyways. So she brings me to her house, and there's a group of guys, also of a seedy nature, if not even more so, right? And they saw that I was there, was new, and they were giving me looks that made me feel uncomfortable in the dream. And at the same time, there was an ice cream shop in this suburb that just opened up. I went to check it out, and they asked if I'd be willing to work there. In the dream, I was still at the reef, still going to school. I said I would think about it, get back with them, and all the while thinking, yes, I should, because I wanted to get away from this woman and these guys and stuff. Then, next thing you know, I remember in the dream, I'm at this woman's house after this ice cream stand scene, and there's these group of people that kind of look like Muppets, something you'd see in a Fraggle Rock episode or Sesame Street or even the Muppet Show. I remember watching those growing up. Those were fun to watch. But they reminded me of these Muppet characters. And here they are eating glue. And this makes me also think of being in, kindergarten, preschool, and you got kids eating paste and stuff. Kind of funny on a side note, but I digress on this. So they're eating this type of glue, and they're starting to get all screwed up, like mentally and cognitively, and it's like they're deteriorating right in front of my eyes. And next thing you know, they're laying on the ground about to die, and one of them said, "We should have eaten paste instead," and then they were dead. I woke up after that. And yeah, it was kind of a weird dream, but it makes me think of narcissism and, getting suckered into one of those type of people, and how much havoc they wreak on everybody and destroying everybody's lives, or at the very least, definitely making it a lot harder at best. And yeah, got me pondering, and I'm going, yeah, I got to do a YouTube clip on this. So yeah, I guess it's kind of one of those. And I think the dream meant that I had a history of being suckered into narcissists and having to deal with the consequences that are definitely negative, and just bad influences, and just to stay away from them and stay busy. And I think the ice cream shop, it was kind of like maybe trying to provide a way out in addition to working at the reef or going to school. And I have the tendency to do that, especially after some time has passed in the healing process. I've gotten away from a narcissist, and I'm wanting to take on all this stuff. And I think that's what the ice cream shop represented. And something else to keep in mind, I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but um, a sign also, if you're wanting to get away from narcissists, or you're in the post-narcissist relationship and all of a sudden you feel all this energy and you want to take on all these stuff, be aware of your limits. So something to keep in mind, a little tidbit on a side note. But I think the ice cream stand and me contemplating about getting a job there, in addition to everything else, with intentions of getting away, I think that kind of signifies that I tend to take on a lot as a way out. And I get suckered in with narcissists, and it's something I need to be mindful of, and it's something I'm working on. And I'm starting to notice some more, starting to become more aware of that. And it's a learning experience, and not a fun one, but hey, good things come out, and you become older and wiser. And, hopefully you learn your lesson or you learn more and you just keep going forward. I think that's what the dream means, or at least that's what I'm thinking. But anywho, that's it for today for this video clip. I will do a Halloween short in a little while. So don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.